First of all, introduction. Introduction. Hi guys. Hello everyone. My name is Adiola Olotu and welcome to the Everything podcast. I will be your host. Well, I will be the host for this podcast. I'm happy to be here today because I've been wanting to do something creative for a very, very long time now. And I've just been stalling. Well, here we are, finally. So yeah, this is the Everything podcast. So when I say everything, I mean I'm going to be talking about everything and anything on this podcast. We're not limited to anything, basically. You know how they will always say, jack of all trade, master of none. Anyway, can you guys tell that I'm very nervous because I'm a baby podcaster. This is my first time. I'm just starting this. Okay, why did I decide to start this podcast? If you go through all my social media accounts, you always see in my bio that I'm a creative enthusiast. Well, I consider myself to be a creative enthusiast. But I've personally speaking, I don't think I've really done anything creative. Yeah, I don't think so. So, and I've been yearning to do something. I initially wanted to start a YouTube channel, but then I felt like a podcast. Well, I'm recording myself doing this podcast that I will eventually post on YouTube. So same thing, killing two birds with one stone, recording my podcast and recording a video to post on YouTube as well. So it could be accessible on all platforms, basically. Yeah, I felt like that was a good idea. And yeah, as I was saying, I consider myself to be a creative enthusiast and I talk a lot. Well, I moved to the UK almost like 2 years ago. And if you know anything about the UK, you know everyone is always busy. Everyone is always working, studying, or doing whatever it is that everybody does. And then you hardly get companionship, someone to talk to, things to talk about with people. And I'm like, okay. And I talk a lot. So why not have this conversation with the whole world? And I've been living independently now since I moved to the UK, and I'll say I've been through some things and I've seen some things, and I feel like they're conversation worthy, and sharing them with people, I feel like people can learn from them and, be entertained by these things. Also, yeah, basically that's why I decided to start. And yeah, just expressing myself and having a conversation with the world. I like to talk, so this is going to be fun. Why did it take me this long to start? Like I said at the beginning, I've always wanted to start this for a very long time, but I think I'm a perfectionist in a way. If everything isn't perfect, I don't think it is. Like, if something is not going to be perfect, then what's the point of doing it, But I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and she just encouraged me, and she was like, just do it, just start. And I took her advice. There and there, I ordered my microphone kit and I installed it. And I was like, well, now that I've spent my money on it, it's time to just do it, Nike has the best tagline, by the way, just do it. Anyway, yeah, she encouraged me, and then I started. Procrastination is one of the worst things that in the world, and I don't know whether to say I suffer from procrastination, but yeah, it has really hindered me from starting this podcast. Anyway, I finally started and I'm finally doing something. Well, so subsequently, you guys are going to be hearing my voice, but not just my voice. You're going to be hearing from my friends as well, because this is the intro episode. So I'm just trying to introduce myself, to give you guys a little bit background about me, so you could get to know me. But subsequently, I'm going to be inviting like 70% of my friends, so we could converse and share our experiences as a collective, basically. Because I know you can learn things from other people's perspectives and all of that. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think you guys have something fun to look forward to on this podcast, especially if you want to be entertained, you just want to hear about life, or if you're in your teens, or if you're a young adult and you're independent and you're doing life on your own, I feel like you'll be able to relate to this podcast. We're going to be talking about a lot of young adult stuff on this podcast, and just becoming, like Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. Some of us are still trying to find our footing in the world. Some of us don't know what we want to do with our lives yet. Some of us already know what we want to do. Some of us have plan A, plan B, plan C. For some people it's working, for some people it's not working, for some people it will eventually work. We're all just hoping to God for the best, innit? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about on this podcast. We're going to have a lot of fun on this podcast. Also, I'm going to be posting subsequently on my Instagram. So on each episode I post, you guys can leave your comments, you guys can leave your questions, you guys can leave ideas of things you'd like me to talk about. Because I feel like this is a public forum conversation for everyone. We can talk about different things, we can conversate, have fun and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So basically, I just want to say, also helping me start this podcast, all the people I spoke to, I just want to say thank you for encouraging me, my friends, my seniors in the podcast industry, Adibari and Co. Thanks for your support and all of that, and my siblings as well, because they, I had to show them some things before I brought them out. They were great help as well. Yeah, basically. So to my YouTube watchers, please like, share, subscribe, and watch. Basically, yeah. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys on my next episode. I'm going to be having a guest with me. This episode is just to conversate with you guys, introduce the podcast, tell you what you're going to be expecting, and letting you know that your input is 100% needed, because this podcast is not just for me. Well, I'm the host and I started it, but it's not going to be about just me. It's going to be about me, my friends, my people out there, and all of that. So your input is 100% wanted and needed. Please interact with my content. It's gonna be fun. I feel like we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the fun that we're going to have on this podcast. Yeah, I love you guys, my friends and my future friends. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun together. So if you guys would like to know any other thing about me as well, or any other questions you like to ask, you can also drop them in the comment section. I will answer all of them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the introduction to everything. It's gonna be fun, and yeah, oh my god, I feel so nervous. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoy my future episodes. But I love you guys, and thank you for the future support. Do have a nice day. I'll be signing off now.